Long ago, gods were present on the land. Valentia housed two god siblings, Duma and Milla, ignore the spelling. However, they fought harshly, Milla wanting happiness and beauty, while Duma did not accept the corrupted people. Darkness died out. They ended their argument with an agreement. Duma would rule the north, Milla the south. Thousands of years passed. Two kingdoms were born from each god. Sophia in the south was corrupt with riches. Rigel in the north became powerful and hateful. Each opposed the other, but in the end, Valentia's fate changed for both Rigel and Sophia as two lives were born. On that day, war returns. Anyway, I'm Jockey, welcome to Fire Emblem Gaiden. We're finally getting to the next entry in the series for the Fire Emblem series. For those that don't know, Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon and the Blade of Light, aka the first Fire Emblem game, was one of the first Let's Plays I did on my channel, just after Castlevania, Kirby's Dream Land, and Kirby's Adventure, I believe. Now, I've been looking forward to doing this game, but it is a bit of a dedication since it is a whole big RPG, and I'm actually currently playing Three Houses, but that's okay, we're gonna get to this one anyway. Let's begin a new save file. Here we are, Chapter 1, to Sophia. Now, some of you might know this game as Fire Emblem Echoes, Shadows of Valentia, a game that came out on the 3DS not too long ago. And that game is a remake of this one, similar to, say, how Shadow Dragon on the DS is a remake of the original game. Now, I think this game is still novel for being, again, a sequel on the NES that changes things up quite a bit. And it's novel for being, you know, very interesting, very different than the Fire Emblem series, and it's still kind of fun, I would say. But it's not necessarily important to go back to since that remake is there. Granted, you could say the same for the original Fire Emblem game, but I actually haven't played the DS remake, so I wouldn't know. But the 3DS remake of Fire Emblem Gaiden, being Fire Emblem Echoes, that is one of the best entries in the series, I would say. Rest. Your sword practice is over. Go and play. Now, one thing I will say is that the remake of Fire Emblem Gaiden, that has some of the best voice acting in gaming, in my opinion anyway, so I'm sorry, but I can't live up to those characters' voices here. Don't leave the village. Bandits have been around. So, we are the character Alm. This is our grandfather Myson. He's, as you can immediately tell from his dialogue, we live in a small village that's surrounded by bandits, and we're currently practicing our swordplay. Hello there. Alm, good timing. Listen to this guy. Well, let's go ahead. This here is Lucas. I know it says Ruka, but he's Lucas. General Toza went coup d'etat with his plan. He has taken Sophia's castle and killed their king. He is ruthless, and many people have been tortured. A liberation is forming to rebel, and we need help. So we came here to ask General Myson. So, let's go ahead and talk to Myson then. Myson's over here now. As you can tell, very different from the first game. If you were watching the playthrough of that game, everything is just battles with occasional dialogue in between. There's no overworlds or anything, so this is very new. Hello there. What? You're going to rebel? I cannot allow it. You will regret this. He's not interested, as you can tell. But Alm here is. Hello, Lucas. That's so. Too bad. Lord Myson has become timid in his age. He was once a hero to Sophia's people. I'll join in place of grandfather. You will? The Liberation Army would be delighted. Now, let's go to the Liberation Army campsite. And with that, Soldier Lucas has joined. Now, we have to leave the village now. And in order to get out, we have to go through that exit. So, recruiting this person here named Gray is absolutely mandatory since he's in the way. I'm coming. Who knows when this village will be invaded? Let's go to Tozat. So Gray is with us now. These other two we don't actually have to recruit if you don't want. You can just keep on going. But why wouldn't we recruit them? They're new guys. What should I do? What the heck? I'll go. But save me if I get in trouble. I don't fight as well. That Cliff is with us now. It says his name here is Bird, but that's a stupid name, and his actual name's Tobin. You're our leader. You can't leave us. Let's all save Sophia. So that Tobin is with us, and we're all out. Enter Ram Village Valley, I guess. But off we go to the overworld map, because yes, it is an overworld map. And we're into our first battle here. Now, the battle's a bit more simplistic, focusing more so on the overall scope of the game, you know, the overworld, the dialogue and such. As such, the maps are very simplistically designed, and the enemies are very one-note. As you can see, this whole level is just thieves here. But we have our characters here. Alm is a fighter. Lucas here is a soldier. The other three are Gray, Tobin, and Cliff. They are just villagers, meaning they don't actually have any specialities at this point, but we will get them some in time. Now, let's go ahead and be in the forest. Stay safe with our two strongest, which is definitely Alm and Lucas. Although you'll notice that Gray is actually level 5, unlike Cliff and Tobin, who are only level 1 and 2 respectively. Here's the thing. There's going to be a point later in the game, this is getting a bit spoiler, but there's going to be a point later in the game where we can increase our class if we are a certain level. I think Gray is already at that level. I don't know if it's 5 or 3 or whatever, but I want to make sure Cliff and Tobin are at that point by the time we reach that point in the game. Even though we can always go back, in case they aren't at the point then, we can always go back and fix them up, but it's just better to get it done sooner, and we always want to give them levels after all. We of course have new themes for the battle, for our turn, for the enemy turn. All the stuff is brand new, it's a complete sequel. I really like this game, I actually like it more than the original, even though it's very much the black sheep of the series. But, you know, I suppose looking back, that's the same case with, say, Zelda 2, or Castlevania 2. People may like those kind of formulas preferred to the classic original formula. Granted, I don't think this is my favorite Fire Emblem game by any means, but I do think it has a unique place in the series, and I think it's worth going back to. All the UI in the battles is pretty much the same. You have your accuracy, your attack power, and your defense, which the attack power and the defense don't really matter all that much. Looks like Alm's getting a crit here, very nice. Now I've noticed that leveling up in this game doesn't display the stats very well, so that's a bit unfortunate, but oh well. Another new mechanic that is something that is alienating to all Fire Emblem players: you don't have weapon durability in this game. Your weapons, they last forever. Gray is just going to hang back for most of this. I'm sorry, Gray, I like you, especially in the remake, but at the same time, we really don't need to be leveling you up right now. Who's this guy going for? He is running away. How much HP does he have? Is he really that hurt? He has 10. Okay, Tobin, why don't you go for him? Bird. That's such a stupid name, I'm sorry. Oh man, Tobin, you missed again? That keeps happening. Okay, but if you hit this time... Okay, you did. He's down to 5 HP now, which is range for Cliff to get the kill. Granted, Tobin isn't getting much of experience himself, which we do want as well, but we should be fine. There you go, Cliff. 5 damage, perfect. That's just enough. 30 experience points again. You're getting there. Leveling up takes a bit of a while in this game. We have the victory theme playing as we get closer to finishing, as always. I'm going to do some damage to this guy. I'm not going to have you kill him, though. Unless you get a crit, in which case I can't control that. But I'm going to let you get him in peak range for Cliff or Tobin to get the kill. That's what we're going to be doing this point in the game. Go ahead, Cliff. Finish this guy off here. It seems like the enemies run away a bit more in this game. I don't know if that should do with them being like, I don't know, honorless thieves. 30 experience points. Ooh, not enough for Cliff, but that's okay. We're really close. We defeated the thieves here, and now in the overworld we actually have an option, because we're moving around. We can actually go back to Ram Village if we want. I don't think there's any purpose to it though. So let's just go ahead and move onward to the Thief Woods, or just essentially the woods covered with thieves. Now, this archer unit here, the way the archers work is actually a bit different in this game, as I'll demonstrate with Lucas here, because Lucas is a strong soldier. And as you will see, we attack him, and he actually attacks back, despite us attacking at point-blank range. Yes, this is a different mechanic compared to the original game, compared to most other Fire Emblem games. The archer units can actually attack at point-blank range, making them just as good as magic units. Ooh, a critical hit for absolutely no reason. It's a level up for Cliff, and as you can see, the text doesn't exactly display what we're getting our stats up on. HP up. I read that much. Oh no, that's not good at all. That guy's going towards the other healing station. Alright, you need to handle him. I don't know if you can reach him now. Okay, you can't. But maybe you can reach him before he makes it there? If not, then he just has a bit more HP to take out, which can probably handle. Alright, let's see what the enemies do. Those guys might run away, or they might come after us. Either way, we should be fine. This guy's going for Lucas. As you might have noticed, there's not really a boss in either of these encounters. Can you reach this guy now? You can. Okay, so let's take him out before he gets the chance to heal. Hopefully you'll land both times. Okay, there's one. You just gotta land this other hit on. Accuracy isn't perfect. Okay, you still did it. Nice job, Alm. Very nice. I'd mentioned in the previous playthrough how I really like the commercial for the original game. There's actually a commercial for this game too that features Alm and Mycen. So there's something novel about seeing Fire Emblem characters in live action, I must say.
Role-playing simulation. Famicom soft Fire Emblem Gaiden.
Even if they didn't quite get Alm's hair color right. Now, as you'll see, because Cliff actually leveled up earlier, he's now attacking twice, just like Tobin is, because Tobin was level 2 when we started the game. So, Cliff is now much better than he was at the start of the game. That's very nice. This is the only enemy left, and Lucas, you might as well go for it. I don't feel like waiting a turn just to let someone else get the kill, it's fine. 8 damage. And you dodge, okay, yeah. We're good. We're all good, the accuracies, everything's good. Lucas taking care of that guy.